full of stats.
Engage Vernon.
I'm your new wingman.
We will win! Because we have...
Welcome to CommLink.
Hello everyone, I'm Stub and this is a CommLink Alert. Cloud Imperium Games released a Q&A for the upcoming RSI Arrastra on the Robert Space Industries website, and here's what it says. Tackle the biggest jobs in the farthest reaches of the galaxy with RSI's flagship deep space mining rig. Large-scale operations that would traditionally require a vast multi-ship fleet, managing troublesome freelancers, and dealing with government intervention can now be easily handled by a small crew and one ship, providing the crew is skilled and the ship is an Arrastra. After the concept reveal at this year's Intergalactic Aerospace Expo, we polled the community for their burning questions about the Arrastra. Here are the answers directly from the vehicle team. How do the Arrastra's refining capabilities compare to ships like the Expanse, Orion, and Galaxy? The Arrastra has 2 reactors that allow it to run 2 separate orders concurrently. These reactors are much larger than the 6 found on the Expanse, allowing each order to contain a much higher quantity of goods. While the numbers for player-controlled refining are still being worked out, and we don't want to give specifics, expect each reactor to be able to refine around the same amount an Expanse can in one go. Compared to the Galaxy's refining module, these reactors are about the same capacity. Naturally, compared to the Orions, they are significantly smaller. Is the Arrastra able to refine Quantanium? If so, is it able to create its own fuel and use it? It can refine Quantanium as a resource, but has no way to feed it back into its fuel tanks. So Quantanium is purely generated as a commodity to sell. How do the Arrastra's mining capabilities compare to ships like the Prospector, Mole, and Orion? It sits between the Mole and Orion, with larger lasers capable of cracking harder rocks at larger distances than the Mole. Are the mining lasers on the Arrastra bespoke? What are the benefits of a size 3 mining laser? They are not bespoke and will have upgrade paths like other mining lasers in the game. Sizing-wise, they simply provide greater range and energy output by default. Will it be possible to take material from ore bags onto this ship to refine it, such as the ones on the Prospector? Yes, the Arrastra has 2 ports on it capable of taking ore bags from a Prospector or Mole and refining them. Are any of the mining lasers able to be controlled by the pilot? No, they are all controlled via other dedicated stations. Does this ship have a VTOL mode for planetary mining? Yes, there are dedicated VTOLs built into the ship to allow it to hover above the surface of planets. Does the ship have a dedicated vehicle bay, or is the internal 64 SCU cargo bay used for this purpose? What's the largest vehicle that will be able to fit? The vehicle bay is in the center of the cargo area. However, the 2 coexist with cargo grids being available at the edges of the room. The central space is designed to hold 2 Rock Ds, or 2 Ursa rover-sized vehicles. Does the external ore storage use standard SCU containers, unrefined ore bags, or something new? They use standardized SCU containers to allow for a huge amount of interoperability with other vehicles in the universe, for example, when offloading and transporting cargo. Which seats can control the missiles on the Arrastra? The pilot seat has control over the missiles. Are there any other entry points to the Arrastra aside from the rear ramp? There is a large docking collar on the side of the ship, as well as a central crew elevator that goes to the ground. What amenities are aboard the Arrastra? Crew quarters, storage, weapon, armor racks, medical, etc. The Arrastra has a shared bunk area for the crew and a separate shared habitation area for them to relax and prepare food. There are no dedicated medical rooms aboard. There are integrated weapon and suit storage facilities, but no dedicated armory. Disclaimer: the answers accurately reflect development's intentions at the time of writing, but the company and development team reserve the right to adapt, improve, or change feature and ship designs in response to feedback, playtesting, design revisions, or other considerations to improve balance or the quality of the game overall. And that's it for the RSI Arrastra Q&A. Don't forget that the CommLink Podcast releases a new episode weekly featuring discussions about Star Citizen and Squadron 42. The CommLink Podcast can be found on both YouTube and Spotify. In addition to the podcast, be sure to also check out our Star Citizen and Squadron 42 reaction videos on our YouTube channel. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at CommLink Pod. We're currently running a giveaway for a Cutter Rambler with LTI. Check out our Twitter page for details. And if you enjoyed today's alert, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more. We'll love you so much if you do that. You have no idea how much, we'll actually, it's kind of romantic, but not as platonic romantic. Anyway, it's a good situation. That's all. I've said enough. Brian, we'll fix this in post, right? Yeah, we'll fix this in post. From the top. And if you enjoyed today's alert, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time, thank you for everyone for tuning in. Stay safe and be well.